Today we're looking at something that definitely caught our attention. The official listing and description for a new novel, Peter S. Adler's Duck Springs Defiance.
Yeah, it hit my radar too.
We want to quickly unpack the very bold elements here.
And you have to start with that full title, right? Duck Springs Defiance, a novel of the next Civil War.
Exactly. That subtitle, The Next Civil War, I mean, that's not subtle.
Not at all. It immediately frames the whole thing in this incredibly high stakes, very current anxiety.
Yeah.
And everyone brings their own viewpoint to that phrase.
That's a powerful stage. And the source material notes it's coming February 24, 2026, so still a ways off.
Gives us time to speculate, I guess.
The Duck Springs Defiance is a tale of community, resistance, and redemption. The United States is barreling toward a second civil war. Washington, D.C. is under an orchestrated attack by militias intent on changing everything. The president is assassinated, cities are on fire, and the country is descending into chaos. In Seattle, Daniel Goldman packs up his brother's old Carmen Gia with camping gear, books, and supplies, and retreats from the city. Reeling from a shattered legal career, a bad marriage, and occasional PTSD, he drives to a cabin near a quirky community called Duck Springs. His plan is to escape into the wilderness, where he can read, hike, contemplate his future, and ruminate on the absurdity of it all. Unexpectedly, he also finds love. But the country's troubles are not restricted to cities, and soon tiny Duck Springs is surrounded by rogue troops who have a specific reason for attacking this small town.
Let's talk about that inherent tension, though, this huge nationwide conflict as the backdrop. But the author, Peter S. Adler, the notes link him to conflict resolution and organizational consulting. That feels significant.
It really does. That's maybe the most interesting detail we have right now. Here's someone whose actual job is, managing disputes, fixing broken systems.
Right.
And he chooses this topic, societal breakdown on a massive scale. So the question becomes, is he just describing chaos, or is he exploring something else?
Is it like a how-to of collapse, or maybe a cautionary tale?
I lean towards cautionary, or perhaps exploratory in a different way.
How so?
Well, think about the rest of the description. A tale of love, redemption, and small-town resistance.
Okay. That does shift the focus.
If it was just about the mechanics of war, you'd expect maybe more military or political angles in the blurb. But love and redemption, that points towards the human cost, the moral side.
And the small-town resistance part, that's the next bit that jumps out. Why zoom in so much? Duck Springs Defiance.
Yeah.
Against the backdrop of a national civil war, why focus on one small town's defiance? Doesn't that feel small?
Well, maybe not. It could actually make it more powerful, more relatable. A huge war is abstract, almost too big to grasp emotionally sometimes.
Yeah.
But a small town, that's immediate. That's neighbors. That's where the breakdown in society actually happens to individuals, becomes a microcosm.
So Duck Springs is like a test case where you see if community can hold, maybe.
Precisely. It's where those themes of love and redemption have to play out, on the ground level. What do they even look like when everything's falling apart?
That's a heavy question. Redemption in a civil war. It can't just be personal forgiveness, can it?
Probably not. It might be about redeeming the community itself, finding ways to rebuild trust, to maintain some kind of decency. That small-town resistance could be the action of love and redemption.
The act of choosing community over chaos.
Exactly. It feels like Adler might be using his expertise in conflict resolution, but applying it fictionally. How do groups, even small ones, find a path back from catastrophic division?
So the defiance isn't just fighting, it's defying the urge to fracture completely, defying dehumanization.
That's how I'm reading it, based on these pieces. The defiance is fundamentally about holding on to humanity.
Okay, so wrapping this up, we have this massive, explosive setting, the next civil war.
Yeah.
Filtered through these very intimate human themes, love, redemption, small-town community, and written by someone who literally studies how to resolve conflict. It's quite a package.
It really is. And it leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? Something for you to chew on until 2026.
Go on.
If Adler is exploring pathways out of division, using this fictional setup, what does that defiance in the title ultimately represent? Is it defiance against some external enemy? Or is it perhaps defiance against our own worst impulses when things collapse? Defiance against anarchy itself?